Hey, Yulia. It's been a while. Hey, Stacy. How are you doing? I haven't seen you since our wedding. I know. Is my brother treating you well? Anyway, there's something I wanted to check with you. Sure, what is it? I was wondering when you were going on your honeymoon. Honeymoon? We're going next Friday. Why do you ask? Nothing. I was just wondering. How long are you staying? I think our trip will be 1 week. We will be back Friday night. That sounds nice. But I know you're always busy with work and housework. Maybe a week's trip is not enough for you? Maybe you should go on a trip for 2 weeks. You think? But I think a week is enough. Our budget is tight too. Yulia, a honeymoon is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. You should spoil yourself. You should go on a honeymoon longer than a week. Yeah, I know that it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing, but I think a week is enough. I don't know why you're pushing me to extend our trip so much. I'm saying this for your sake. I just really want you to enjoy your trip, you know? Oh, and I was wondering if I could ask you to bring me some souvenirs too. Sure. Do you have anything in mind? I don't have anything in particular, but something cool. Maybe a t-shirt would be nice. Sure. How about we hang out once I get back? We haven't spent time together, just us. Yeah, sure. Well, enjoy your honeymoon. Hey, Yulia. How is my favorite sister-in-law doing? I miss you. Hey, Stacy, I'm fine. We just arrived at our hotel. That's good. How's your trip so far? We are having a good time. The hotel that Michael booked is nice. Wow, that's amazing. Don't you think staying there for a week is too short? Why don't you stay there a little longer? No. Yeah, the room is nice and everything, but we are not changing our plan. I'll probably be back in 4 days. I see. 4 days, huh? Got it. I'll check it out. Check what out? I think you are acting weird. No, I'm not. I'm just checking with you if you're enjoying your honeymoon. Well then, have a good time. Can't wait to see you when you get back. Hey, Yulia. How is your honeymoon going? Are you having fun? Hey, Stacy. Yes, I'm having fun. Do you need anything from me? Why do you keep messaging me almost every day? Why can't I? I'll be honest with you. I can't fully enjoy a relaxing trip alone with Michael if you keep messaging me like this. If you need something from me, just tell me. Okay, then I will tell you. Please do. So, you are coming back the day after tomorrow, right? What? Yes. There's no possibility of coming back earlier than that? No change at all? I guess so. Good, good. Hey, what is going on? You asked me that the day before yesterday too. Why are you so concerned about the day we come back? Oh, well, I guess you won't be back anytime soon anyway, so I guess I can tell you now. About what? You know what? We moved into a house with a big swimming pool in the backyard. Oh, you moved? That's a bit sudden. When did you buy a house? Oh no, we didn't buy it. You didn't buy it? So you are renting a new house? We decided to live in your house. What? We moved in the day you left for your honeymoon. Are you serious? How did you get in? I don't think you can do that. Well, we did. All of our furniture and stuff are already in the house. This house has become our home. That's impossible with the security system of our place. I think this place is under my brother's name now. When he comes back, I'll have him change the name to my husband's, so tell him to keep that in mind. What are you talking about? It's impossible to take over the house like this. This is ridiculous. But we did take over, didn't we? I mean, we've already moved all our stuff in. I'm living in the house already. It's all ours now, thanks to my kind sister-in-law. Stacy, I heard you used to pull a similar prank on Michael when he was single. Oh yeah. When he moved out of his parents' house and started living alone, you messaged him that you took over his new apartment or something. But you didn't do anything to his apartment. It was just a prank, right? Yeah, that was hilarious. There's nothing funny about it. Michael was so shocked, and he needed to go back home immediately in the middle of an important meeting. That's the funniest part. I didn't ask him to go back to his apartment, so it's not my fault. So are you doing the same prank to us again? My husband is sitting next to me, telling me I should leave you alone because it's a waste of time. I don't know if it's a prank or what. Please stop it. We're in the middle of our honeymoon. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to respond to your messages until we get home. Whatever. You're so boring. But I'm telling you, your house is mine. I see. Well, let's talk when I get back. I don't want you to ruin our honeymoon anymore. Are you sure about that? Oh well, do whatever you want. But please don't blame me. I'm telling you, it's not a prank this time. Hey, Yulia. Are you ignoring me right away? Fine. Well, I'm busy redecorating this house too. If you keep ignoring me like this, I'll do whatever I want to do. This house is all mine. I won't give it back to you. Let's begin the renovation. To start, I painted a big heart on the outside of the house. The red heart looks great on the white wall. Oh my God, it's so Instagrammable. What if this house became famous because of this? It will stand out even from a distance and might surprise everyone in the neighborhood. Now, what shall we do next? Hey, Yulia, still no reply? So it means you want me to do whatever I want, right? You'll definitely get surprised when you come back from your trip. I drew hearts, stars, and other things on the walls of my house. I drew them at random, but they look pretty good. I thought it turned out to be a surprisingly good piece of art. I'm such a genius artist. Maybe I should open an art exhibition at this point. Oh, it's not just painting. My room is all pink and black. I make it cute and gothic. My husband has decided to use 2 rooms. One for his bedroom and the other for his gaming room. It's a good thing we have so many rooms in this house. Yulia, you guys bought such a great house. It's spacious and comfortable, and there's fun to be had in renovating it. Thanks for giving it to me. My life is the best. I will renovate everything and make it our own special house. Now, what should we change this time? Kitchen? Living room? No, I think the bathroom is next. I'm going to remodel it into a beautiful bathroom that's just right for us. Hello? Are you back from your honeymoon by now? Can you please reply to me? Yes, we are back now. Good. Hold on. Don't go in the house. What? I know you're tired from your trip, but you can't go in there without permission. This is my house now. What are you talking about? I'm already in the living room and I've already started putting my stuff away. What? What are you talking about? My husband and I are in the living room drinking beer and watching TV. I don't see you anywhere in here. Watching TV, huh? So you were serious about taking over our new place. When I checked with your mom, she texted me that you guys had moved out of the apartment. I told you, it's not a prank. Oh my gosh, you thought I was lying the whole time? We got this beautiful house with a huge swimming pool in the yard. How does it feel to lose your beautiful house while being away on your honeymoon? Listen, I believe you now that you took over a house, but we live in a condo. What? Condo? Yeah, so there's no way it has a huge swimming pool in the backyard. It's also very secure, and you can't enter without our confirmation. And there is a caretaker stationed at the entrance. We told them that we were away on our honeymoon, so if there's anyone who tried to get into my place, they will report it to me. You don't even know my room number, right? What? But we've been in the house! But you are not in my place right now. What the hell is going on? We have confirmation that the movers have never entered the condo while we were gone. Where the hell are you guys? Oh my God! Your new house is a condo? Yes. Whose house are you taking over? How did you get into the house you're in? How did you get in without a key in the first place? Don't tell me you broke in. I took the key from my parents' house. Your parents' house? I went to my parents' house and I found a key in my mom's key case that I wasn't familiar with. I heard she was talking to someone and wrote down an address. I thought it must be your new house. So I took the key and took note of the address. Could it be a house near Greenwood Station? Yes. I see. Do you know whose house it is? Oh, Stacy, it's really bad. What? That's the house your Auntie Kimmy is going to live in. Auntie Kimmy? Isn't she overseas right now? She said she has decided to come back because of work, so she bought a new house. But she is temporarily living in an apartment near the head office right now. I heard that your mom has the key to her new house. Oh my God! I think the address that your mom wrote down was Auntie's house. No way! I'm pretty sure she already shipped all her stuff to the house. Is that still there? I think it's in a bunch of huge boxes. Yeah, they were in the house, but I sold most of it. You sold it? When I opened the cardboard boxes, I found some expensive branded stuff, so... What the hell are you doing? I thought it was yours. I thought it was not fair that you have better stuff than me. I can't believe it. Even if it was mine, selling someone's stuff without permission is insane. It's not my fault. I wanted to buy new furniture. I needed money. Anyway, call the store you sold it to right now and see if they'll return it to you. Or else I think you need to pay back everything. Really? Oh no! What should I do? Oh my God, just call them. Okay, I'll call them right now. Yulia, this is bad. What should I do? Did you call them? Yeah, I did. They said they can't return it. Everything was already sold to someone else. I see. My husband is calling Auntie right now to explain the situation. What? Why? Why not? Why did you do that? She will blame me for everything. Who else should get blamed? Not me. Oh, come on. You need to take responsibility for what you did. You should pay her back or she will ask you to find and buy the same thing that you sold. What? That's impossible. She said she will come to the house tomorrow. You should be prepared. Tomorrow? Oh my God. Do you know how scary she is when she gets mad? Yeah, that's what I heard. That's why you should be prepared. She's usually a chill person, but when she gets angry, she goes crazy. She is strict about everything. Ever since I was little, Auntie always scolded me. I get scared every time I see her. I think she will be nice to you if you don't do something that you get scolded for. But... Oh, by the way, your parents should have arrived there by now. Mom and Dad? Why? They want to apologize to Auntie Kimmy with you. Seriously? What you've done here is next level. Are you serious? Just take responsibility for what you did. I'll lock up the whole house and lock myself in. No matter who comes, I'll never leave the house. If I lock myself in the house, nobody can do anything to me or this house. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Your mom said she kept 2 keys just in case. What? Oh my God, this is the worst. My parents stormed into the house. I couldn't escape anywhere. Why is this happening to me? It's all your fault. Wow, my fault? How can you blame this on me? Because it is all your fault. Why didn't you tell me sooner? If I had known it was my auntie's house, I never would have done this. If you had told me earlier, we wouldn't have gotten into this trouble. Who would ever think about taking over someone else's house? When you first told me you got the house, I thought you were pranking on us. I'm pretty sure your mom told you about aunties coming back soon. I knew about it, but I thought it was a long time in the future. I didn't know about the new house. I see, but you can't use that as an excuse. You have to take responsibility for what you did. But... Also, I know that you were bad-mouthing me. What? Who said that? Your husband told me everything. He said he tried to stop you with your plan, but you forced him to help you take over the house. He even sent me a video that you were threatening him. What the hell? He betrayed me! I also sent that video to Auntie. This is the worst! You'd better reflect on what you did. Yulia! Yes, I'm busy at work. It's an emergency! What happened? Please, lend me some money. What? Auntie Kimmy came back today. And? And she brought a lawyer with her. Oh wow, you are in serious trouble now. She has demanded almost $20,000 for reimbursement from us. Isn't that terrible? There's no way we can pay such a huge amount of money. You sold her stuff without permission, and you forced entry to the house and ruined her new house. I think it's only natural that she should charge you that much. You should be grateful that she's not pressing charges against you. Please, Yulia, can you lend me some money? No, I won't. Why me? I asked my parents and my brother, and they didn't want to help me. You're the only one I can ask now. I'll pay you back properly later. No, I don't want to help you. Please, I know you have huge savings. We're family. We should be able to help each other when we are in trouble. $20,000 is not an easy amount to pay out. Besides, you brought this whole thing on yourself. Oh my God, this is all your fault. Good luck with your life, Stacy. Oh no, please help me. In the end, Stacy pleaded with Auntie to repay her in installments. After the incident, Stacy's husband requested a divorce. Stacy was devastated. She lost her dream house and her husband simultaneously. Additionally, Stacy was unemployed at the time, so she started working multiple jobs to repay Auntie. According to my husband, Stacy has been self-centered since childhood. She was the kind of child who enjoyed playing extreme pranks. Even as an adult, it seems her personality hasn't changed much. I just hope Stacy learns from this experience and matures. As for me, I'm enjoying married life with my husband in our penthouse apartment. The nightly view of the city from our penthouse is stunning. Stacy recently asked if she could visit our new apartment, but I politely declined. I don't want her to damage my newly built home, you know. I won't share our new address until I'm sure she's truly changed. I wish her the best.
It's finally your wedding day. Actually, there's something I gotta apologize to you about.
Kai? What do you need to apologize for? More importantly, where are you at such an important time?
Well, that's exactly what I want to apologize for. I can't be with you anymore.
What? I don't get what you're saying.
I found a woman I love. I'm with my soulmate at a hotel right now. I'm sorry.
You're joking, right?
I thought I'd enjoy my last bachelorhood, so I went out for drinks with colleagues. Then I met an amazing woman and felt it was destiny. If I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with someone, it's only her. So I can't marry you. I'll have the wedding with her.
Are you still drunk?
I'm sober now, but maybe I'm drunk on the idea of destiny with her.
Frick you!
I'll sort out the bride's replacement with the venue, so don't worry about it.
Why are you doing this now?
My cousin is a big shot there, so changing the bride should be easy.
This can't be serious.
Oh, she's calling me. Well, that's it from me. I do feel bad for you, but I'm gonna be happy. You go find someone new and have a good life.
Wait! What are you thinking? Canceling at the last minute on the day of the wedding? On top of it, you're cheating. That's just too low. Do you even realize how crazy this is?
Yo, they told me there's no booking at the venue. What's going on?
Huh?
Come on, wake up. I told you that I'd be having a wedding with my soulmate today, right? I even informed the venue about changing the bride. How come the booking is gone? Stop trying to mess around with me. My girlfriend and I were thrilled heading to the venue, but now this? What have you done?
All I got was a last-minute cancellation notice on the morning of the wedding day, and I finally thought I heard from you.
Are you still half asleep? Of course not. I'm wide awake and furious that you've ruined my wedding.
Christ, it was yesterday.
No way. What are you saying? I'm certain it's today. Today is Saturday.
It's Sunday, idiot.
What?
Oh, I get it now. I understand everything.
What do you mean?
Firstly, the idea of swapping out the bride is outrageous in itself. Secondly, why don't you check the date and time on your phone that you're playing with right now?
The phone? Where are you going with this?
You always check the time with your analog wristwatch, right? Maybe you're not aware that you've got the date wrong.
Seriously? Yesterday was the wedding?
Uh-huh.
Wait, what? Because I asked for the bride swap on Friday late afternoon around 5, which was the day before the wedding.
That was actually Saturday morning around 5 a.m.
No way!
This is my guess. You checked into the hotel drunk with your girlfriend, woke up to my message, and checked your wristwatch indicating around 5. You couldn't see outside because of the blackout curtains, and in your drowsiness, you mistook 5 p.m. and 5 a.m. You were still euphonic from the night before, and you guys kept enjoying yourselves, stuck in the wrong time, and now here we are, right? It's so ridiculous that it's laughable.
No way! Is that true?
Well, just check the chat history from yesterday. Whether you were half asleep or ecstatic, it seems you didn't pay attention to the timestamp. But that's where the truth lies.
Oh, jeez! It says AM! So, what about my wedding with my soulmate? She looks anxious next to me. We are all geared up to celebrate our destiny.
That's not the point you should be concerned about.
Why not?
Your last-minute cancellation made a huge mess, and your parents had to handle everything. Apparently, your cousin realized something was off and informed them. They apologized to me too. I'm gonna file a claim against you, and they're on board with it. You should head back to their place at once and apologize. Listen carefully to what they have to say and figure out what to do next.
Hey, I'll take you back, so please spare me the compensation or the cancellation fees. I don't have that kind of money.
Your girlfriend isn't just some colleague, right?
What now?
She's the daughter of a higher-up at your client's company, isn't she? A college junior going through an important phase. And you've been seeing her for nearly a year.
How did you find out?
The stuff you confessed to your parents was shared with me. What was it that you said? Oh, right. You met an amazing woman while having drinks with colleagues and felt it was destiny, right? You had every intention of staying in a hotel with her right before the wedding for the thrill from the beginning.
Jeez, you know everything.
I'm the one who got cheated on. It's only fair that I'm provided with evidence and details of your infidelity. You manipulated a college student, didn't disclose that you were engaged, and got her pregnant, right? You got hit with that bombshell on Friday right before the wedding. You must have freaked out big time. Impregnating a college student, and worse, if you dumped the daughter of a higher-up at your client's company, that would have definitely messed up your work. So you hastily came up with the idea of turning our wedding into you and hers.
Darn it! What's wrong with that? A baby's on the way. What else could I do?
Do you want me to praise you for taking responsibility? You know, a decent person wouldn't cheat in the first place. You betrayed me, cheated while hiding our engagement, and in the end, you canceled the wedding at the last minute. That's the fact. Even your girlfriend was shocked when you suddenly mentioned marriage after she told you about the pregnancy. She said you forcibly took her to the venue and scared her. Until then, she genuinely liked you. But when you started acting crazy, she started doubting you.
Please tell me you didn't snitch to her dad already. Ever since I spoke to my parents that day, I haven't been able to reach her.
I have no clue. Well, from what I've heard, she sounds like a smart girl. She might talk to her dad and demand child support, who knows? Maybe your days at work are numbered.
I won't let that happen.
This isn't up to you, idiot.
Hey, I'm begging you. I'll come back to you, so tell everyone not to get worked up. Apologize to them as my wife.
What? Wife?
You'll be my wife, right? Let's reconcile and go back to how things were.
But what about the baby?
I'll convince her to get an abortion or give up for adoption. Please, you are the one I love the most, Amelia.
You're seriously the lowest of the low.
Hey.
You cheated while being engaged to me. Canceled the wedding at the last minute. Now you're trying to dump the pregnant girlfriend. No way. We are done for good. Don't forget, this screwed-up reality will haunt you for the rest of your life. You should be prepared for the possibility of getting hit by compensation from the girl soon.
Oh, come on, please!
And one more thing. Since you seem to live in a wonderland, let me clear this up for you. Even if you are back together, the compensation or venue cancellation fees aren't just going to disappear, you know. you'll still be on the hook for what you owe. Why? If you had any common sense, you'd get it. So bottom line, I want you to square up and pay what you owe.
Hey, please, I'm begging you. Let's forget about all the claims.
What the heck?
I got fired from my job.
Ah, I knew it. I had a feeling it was coming.
I didn't get any severance pay, and the girl's demanding $60,000 from me. She's terminating the pregnancy, and her dad wants me to stay away from her. My parents say they'll sever ties with me after I pay what I owe. If I pay tens of thousands now, I'll end up in debt and won't be able to make a proper living. So please, we don't have to get back together. Just let the financial part slide.
What you're saying is all over the place. Why are you trying to have it easy?
What do you mean?
Are you trying to get my sympathy and forgive you for everything?
I mean, I never thought she'd get pregnant at this time.
You're a hopeless moron, aren't you? Even before the pregnancy, cheating was the issue. And instead of being honest, you tried to swap out the bride and wanted to have a wedding with her. You thought you could just wing it, huh? The world doesn't work like that. If you're a decent person, you should understand that much. Losing your job is your own fault. Don't run away from the responsibility of your screw-ups.
But
if you've been fired, start looking for the next job. Show some effort to earn money somehow. If you took action and asked for an intention on the payment deadline or to pay in installments, I might understand. But asking for forgiveness without doing anything? That's just irresponsible. Do you think I'm so easily fooled?
then take me back.
Not in a million years.
Why wouldn't you? You want to marry me, don't you?
That's what's messed up about your brain. Wanting to get back with a guy who cheated and canceled the wedding? Anyone who thinks like that is nuts.
I passionately desire it. I want to get back together with you and get married.
Right, because your head is messed up. I want a payment in one go. I won't extend the deadline. I won't budge.
So you don't care if I suffer?
If you're not gonna reflect, at least stick to the initial agreement we made.
No way!
You've messed up way too much. That's the only option left for you. Anyway, just pay what you owe within the deadline. There's nothing else to discuss.
Amelia!
Bye. The compensation wasn't paid even after the deadline, so I resorted to forced collection in the end. The girlfriend also didn't receive any payments, so she took similar measure as I did. Kai managed to find another job, but most of his salary is now going toward paying us. To add on, his new boss is big on abiding by the rules. He's giving Kai tons of extra work every day to pay off the debt quickly. Cut off by both his parents and the entire extended family, he must be enjoying a life of extreme work and poverty.
When are you gonna pick me up? Been waiting for like 10 minutes already. I'm so done waiting. Get here in 3 minutes or less.
Christine, what are you talking about?
You finally respond, but you have no idea what I'm talking about. You're so nonchalant.
Oh, sorry. I was watching the kids dancing. It was kind of uplifting. So, what were you saying?
I asked you to drive me to the facial today, didn't I?
I turned that down, though. It's my daughter's ballet recital today, so it's impossible.
What's so interesting about ballet, anyway?
Everyone's been practicing so hard. The younger kids are adorable, and the older ones are graceful and surprisingly skilled.
I wasn't asking about that.
Oh, I thought you asked about the charm of ballet.
Anyway, hurry up and come here.
I can't, sorry. There's a party after the recital for the kids and a parent meetup. If you insist, can it be tomorrow?
My appointment is today, from 11 a.m.
Sorry, that's impossible.
Can't even obey your husband's mother, huh? You're a lousy daughter-in-law.
That's a bit harsh, don't you think?
Oh my, you're talking back to me? A screw-up and arrogant. Wonder why Mark ended up with someone like you. Hey, are you there? Can't handle the truth and got nothing to say back, huh? Having a lousy daughter-in-law just stresses me out in getting sick. Hey, are you done yet?
The recital's over.
Then hurry up and come get me.
What? You're still waiting to be picked up? So, did you end up going to the facial after all?
I had no choice but to take a taxi.
Then why don't you just take one back?
That'll be an unnecessary expense.
How about walking or taking the bus?
Enough already. I don't want to mess up the smooth skin I got from the treatment by getting it blasted by outside air. For a good-for-nothing like you, you've got some nerve to mouth off to me.
If you're going that far, then I don't feel like picking you up anymore.
You are the one who broke the promise first. You did something wrong, so it's natural to get called out for it.
I did inform you about the recital, and there was no agreement for drop-offs and pick-ups.
I did tell you to be here in the morning.
You did, but I declined.
You don't have the right to refuse.
I'm not just hanging around, you know. What's wrong with prioritizing my kids' recital?
Isn't it common sense to value parents over kids?
That doesn't align with my common sense. There's no way I'm in the mood to see your face today.
Why should I have to adjust to your mood? Don't you think you're at fault for letting it come to this?
I have no clue what you don't like about me.
Are you stupid? Figure it out for yourself. No matter who you ask, it's you who's at fault.
Got it. Give me some time to think. Good morning, Christine.
Oh, so have you reflected?
Yes, I talked to Mark about what happened yesterday.
Why did you need to talk to him about it?
As you said, I'm a good-for-nothing, and no matter how much I thought about it, I couldn't understand why I was at fault. So, I consulted him.
That's what's foolish about you. What kind of daughter-in-law shows her chat history with a mother-in-law to her husband?
I thought it best to show the actual messages to avoid misunderstanding due to my poor explanation.
Oh God, what have you done?
Was I not supposed to show them?
Of course not.
You said no matter who I asked, they'd say it was me at fault, right? So I thought I'd show the messages and find out what exactly was wrong with me. I don't get why you're unhappy about it if everyone would agree you are not at fault. Why is that?
Well, I might have said too much.
What? You said too much?
I might have used harsh words. I'm worried that Mark misunderstands it. I got a little irritated just that one time, you know. I wouldn't want to be thought of as always speaking harshly.
Ah, I see. I understand what you're saying now. I'm sorry for being inadequate.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, not at all. I'm sorry for being such an incompetent daughter-in-law.
It's all good now if you get it.
To ensure you feel comfortable, I was told not to contact you directly by Mark.
Wait, what?
From now on, if you need something from me, please contact him.
He's busy. There's no need for that every time.
I want you to stay healthy.
I'm as fit as a fiddle.
Every time we talk, I end up irritating you. I feel terrible about making you speak in harsh language. I'm worried about your blood pressure going up. Besides, I feel guilty for making you feel remorseful each time. You mentioned being on the verge of illness due to stress yesterday, right?
It was just a figure of speech.
It was something Mark and I decided for your sake.
Did he? Hold on, I might have said too much. I'm sure he's misunderstanding.
He's seen not only yesterday's but all our past interactions. He's 20/20 vision and his head is sharp. So there should be no misreading or misunderstanding. Anyway, I'll block you now. I'm truly sorry.
Wait! I'll apologize!
The idea to humbly block my mother-in-law actually came from my husband. It seems to work like a charm on her. I was so fed up with being treated like a convenient servant, so blocking her was a breath of fresh air. Now that my husband and even our daughter are giving her the cold shoulder, she's feeling down. Her efforts at the facial for youthful skin are going in vain.
I heard you're gonna have a baby.
Excuse me? My mother-in-law out of the blue? I don't understand. I'm busy. Can we discuss this later? I'm sorry.
Don't try to fool me. You're pregnant. And what's the sex? Boy or girl? A girl? Of course it's a boy, right?
Well, I'm not pregnant. You must be mistaken.
Huh? Of course I'm not. I saw you almost throwing up from morning sickness.
Morning sickness?
I mean, when you came to my house the other day. Come on, tell me the sex of the baby. It's going to be a fine boy who will be our heir, isn't it?
No, I'm not pregnant.
You're lying.
When you said I was about to throw up, I think you were talking about me being car sick.
Huh? Car sick?
The smell of the new car we bought last month was too strong. I've always been prone to car sickness. I don't have a driver's license, so Tucker drives when we visit you. As a passenger, I can't avoid getting car sick. The last time I visited your house, it was particularly bad. I'm sorry you had to see that. I don't have morning sickness.
That excuse won't work. Car sick? I mean, you can take care of that with motion sickness pills. What's the sex? It had better be a boy.
I am really not pregnant, and I'm allergic to motion sickness medicine.
I see. If you won't admit you're pregnant, then it's a girl.
Huh?
Well, I thought it might be. After all, I heard that your family is mostly girls. I was expecting something like this. My family needs an heir to run the company, and yet it's a girl. Why did you marry into our family? What's the point of having a wife who can't produce an heir? I should have opposed the marriage more strongly.
Mom?
Divorce then.
Divorce? Why are you going there?
Of course. I don't want a daughter-in-law who can't give birth to a boy. If you still want to have a baby, you can raise it on your own.
That's enough.
Hey, Mom? Oh, Tucker, just in time. Hey, listen to me. Maggie tried to hide the fact that your baby is a girl. She even lied about not being pregnant. She was going to push through the lie and have the baby. She's really mean. You should divorce a girl like that, Tucker. Hold on. The conversation is jumping all over the place. No, it isn't. Oh, I know. How about that classy-looking young lady you dated when you were in college for your next wife? I mean, all of her siblings are boys, right? I'm sure she'll give you a boy. I think that girl's more suitable for you as a wife than Maggie. She's already married. Oh, really? That's too bad. But you know, even if you can't find another partner, you should divorce Maggie for now. It'll be a nuisance once the baby girl is born. So why don't you get divorced now? Don't worry, I'll come to your rescue. I'll find you a bride who can give birth to a boy. Hey, Mom. I was next to Maggie when you two were texting. Oh, really? Then Maggie's lie has already been exposed. Then I guess it's a divorce, right? I'll have to get the divorce papers from the city office tomorrow. The sooner the better, as they say. Maggie really isn't pregnant. What? I hate it. Are you lying too? Are you protecting Maggie? You can tell your mother the truth, Tucker. It is the truth. Maggie and I have said nothing but the truth. We're planning to schedule it a little further down the road for reasons of our own. And the car sickness is true too. What do you mean? Maggie takes hay fever medicine this time of the year. Hay fever? That's why she can't take motion sickness medicine. They don't mix well. And by the way, the medication thing is connected to the pregnancy thing. You know that taking medication during pregnancy is a no-no, right? Yes, of course I know that, but... I told Maggie that taking medicine is not good for the baby, so we're going to start trying to conceive after the hay fever season. Maggie and I have discussed this beforehand. Oh, you did? Well, if that's the case, I'll let bygones be bygones this time. But you're the only one that's off the hook. Huh? It's Maggie's fault for being so confusing. Tell her she needs to apologize to me. Oh, is that so? You really haven't learned your lesson, have you, Mom? What are you talking about? Do you think I don't know what you've been doing to Maggie? Huh? What have I done? Oh, come on, Tucker. Are you mad at me? Calling Maggie over to your house and making her do housework. You show up unannounced, then stay for hours. And this is during working hours, right? How would anybody not be angry about that? Well, you know what? Mom, you're an employee of Dad's company, so you should be working. I am. Oh, really? In recent years, you've been working remotely for Dad's company, and you've been trying to make Maggie do your work. I heard that you came all the way to our house with a laptop computer. That's because she's a housewife with a lot of free time. Isn't it natural for her to help her family with their work? Maggie doesn't work for a company, but she's a home worker, so she just stays at home. To begin with, what you were trying to do would result in leaking confidential information outside the company. Huh? Leaking information? It's not like that. That's what happens when you try to get an outsider to do a job that's confidential to the company. Maggie realized that possibility. Thanks to the fact that she didn't touch her computer at all, it didn't become a big problem. Even after that was explained to you, you cursed. You can't even do this kind of work, you useless person. Because it's not that difficult a job. I'm not talking about easy or difficult. Confidentiality. What is the president's wife doing taking the initiative? But that's not all. I can't let Maggie close to you any longer. It's a situation my father's company can't afford to neglect. And more importantly, if Maggie really gets pregnant, it'll be a big problem if it's a girl. We'll raise a boy or a girl equally. If there's an evil person like you around, it will have a bad influence on the child's development. Well, what a thing to say to your mother. It's a shame that someone like you is my mother. We're moving out. What about your job? A friend of mine has offered me a job at his company. I'm going to quit my dad's company and get a new job there. You can't do that. You're the heir to your father's company. That hasn't been decided yet. Heir to the company, that's all you can say. But I've already decided. Tucker! Maggie, it's been a while. What? Mom? Oh, you haven't blocked me. Good. Then listen to me. I haven't blocked you because I didn't know what you might do, so I wanted to keep an eye on you. I have nothing to say to you. Excuse me. Even if I say I found your house? Huh? You're ready to listen to me now, aren't you? Very well. You're only my son's wife, so you better not test me. Is it true that you tracked down our house? We never told you where we moved to, and I thought you'd never find us. Don't be silly. There are no absolutes in this world. My friend was on vacation and happened to see you pregnant. She made sure to get your address and contacted me. Oh no. I've had a really hard time since then. No, I got fired from my job. I was living at home with my brother and his family, but I was so ashamed of myself. That's got nothing to do with me. No, it very much does. I heard that my grandchild, who will be born sometime around next month, is a boy. Yeah, so? The friend I mentioned earlier overheard your conversation with your neighbor. She said that you told her it was a boy and that you were almost due. Eavesdropping. That's why I'm moving in with you until the baby is born. I'll move in with you this week. Huh? Oh, please, stop it. Well, I'll leave as soon as the baby is born. But as for my grandson, after he is born, I will raise him. What are you talking about? That's my question. Do you have any idea how hard it was for me to be completely ousted with no discussion? If I bring home the grandson, the heir to his company, I'm sure my husband will want to remarry me. So, your grandson is mine. If you are willing to apologize for all the hardships I have gone through, it should be easy for you to give him to me. It is the duty of a daughter-in-law to listen to her mother-in-law. Daughter-in-law? Mother-in-law? This is a decision that's been made. I thought you'd been a little remorseful over the past 3 years. Are you still trying to defy me? Do you know what insulation means? Huh? Mom, you don't seem to have changed at all. After 3 years, I thought you'd have changed your way of thinking, reflected a little. It really is a shame. Well, Tucker, I get a text from you. I saw your messages with Maggie. I was next to her. What? What about work? Me? I work remotely these days. I'm at home. I heard you tracked down our place. This is a security condo. You'll end up stranded in front of the building. Then, if I told the manager that I'm your mother, he would let me in. But the manager is very good about that. I already called him when you were texting with Maggie earlier and told him to turn you away if you come. Oh no! I told him that if you persisted, he can call the police. Of course, there is 24-hour superintendent here, so of course you can't just break in. That's terrible! How can you disrespect your own mother? That's coming from someone who disrespected her own son's wife. Just give me my grandchild. The child that will be born is the heir to your father's company. You don't know? My cousin Britzy is now the president of Dad's company. What? That was a year ago. Dad divorced you, so it's no wonder you didn't know about it. Rich? My brother-in-law's daughter? From your point of view, she's your ex-niece. That girl is the president? Ritzy, she's really talented. I think she was more trusted by my father than I was. That's why I was able to leave the company without any worries. A woman? The president? What was your father thinking? A company like that would be the laughingstock of the world. Nowadays, it's not unusual for a woman to be the president of a company. Even you used to work for the company. So why such an anachronistic idea? People who haven't updated their old values are the ones who will be laughed at now. But because if you're just going to hem and haw, then go away. But you see, if I take my grandson to your father, I can help you and your father get together. That way, I can be with your father too. Me and Maggie were not insulated from Dad. What? Why not? Why? Because we don't have to. We just wanted to get rid of our insane family. The only person we're cutting off is you. Oh no! Well, I guess I better get going. I still have work to do. Wait! Bye. Don't call me again.
In the end, it was only my mother-in-law who was obsessed with the idea of a male heir and male grandchild. And even though it is no exaggeration to say that she lost something important due to her hardened ideas, she still didn't understand that, and she had come to this point. After that, my mother-in-law came to the bottom of our building and was hanging around. When the policeman questioned her about her activities, she left. Then, without learning her lesson, she asked my father-in-law to reinstate the relationship. But my father-in-law dropped a bomb. He told her that he was dating a single woman of the same age whom he met at a poetry club he started after he retired. When he told my mother-in-law that he was going to get married soon, she went on a rampage, crying and screaming. As a result of being involved with the police, she had been ousted from her brother's family as well. I wonder how my anachronistic mother-in-law will live alone from now on. Well, it is none of our business.
It's almost boarding time. Get back here as soon as you can so you won't be late. Come on. Aren't you taking too long? Answer me.
You know what?
Oh, good. Is the bathroom crowded? Are you sick?
No, I'm not sick.
Well, that's good to know, but just make sure you're back here in time for boarding. Dad and Mom are also worried, you know. Mom is wondering, is the bride a bit nervous? She's really concerned, so get back right away. By the way, there's a restroom on the plane too. How about using it later?
I've been thinking about it. I'm not going on this trip after all.
Huh? What are you talking about? You were looking forward to Mexico. What's wrong with you all of a sudden?
It's not anything in particular. This isn't just a trip, okay? It's our honeymoon. Why are your mother and father here?
Because they wanted to go on a trip too. So I thought it would be okay if they came along too. It's killing two birds with one stone, so it's all good.
It's all bad. There's no way I'm going on a honeymoon with your parents. And you didn't even tell me about it, like you were tricking me.
Don't say stuff like I'm tricking you. I just forgot to tell you.
It's gotta be a lie. You knew I'd object if you told me beforehand, so you didn't tell me on purpose.
But it's more fun when there's more people on the trip, right?
I know I keep saying this, but it's our honeymoon. It's usually just 2 people, right? How would you feel if I brought my parents?
It's fun to have a big group. We'd get to know each other better. What? You wanted to bring your parents too? Then why didn't you just bring them? I would be more than happy to have them. My parents would love to have them too.
It's not that I'm not getting through to you. It's just that you have a different sense of what's normal. I would have to be concerned about your parents the whole trip, you know? They're your parents, so maybe it's fine for you. I don't want to go on that kind of stressful trip.
You don't have to care. My parents don't care about that. We're going to be a family now. It's like a real family.
You don't have to worry about it. I do. This isn't the honeymoon.
You don't like my parents that much? What did they do to you?
Well, if you insist, I hate that you brought them without consulting me.
I feel bad that I forgot to tell you, but we have separate seats on the plane and a separate hotel room. I heard that they are going to have fun on their own, so why not?
Do your parents speak Spanish? I hear Mexico has a lot of places where you can speak English, but who's going to help with all the details?
That's the part where we help each other, right? We're a family. If we need help, we'll help each other. You speak Spanish, so helping my parents is no big deal. It's not gonna take anything away from you. Don't be so nitpicky.
Then we're not going to be completely separate. I was supposed to provide all that support in the first place, right? You don't speak Spanish either.
Anyway, it's time to board. Where are you? I'm coming to get you.
You don't have to come. I'm not going on a trip where I'm the only one who doesn't get to have fun. I'll refund the ticket and go home.
Oh hey, wait a minute. It's our honeymoon.
You ruined our honeymoon. Why don't you just go with your family?
Huh? No one can speak Spanish without you. We'll have a lot of trouble.
Am I in charge of interpreting for the family vacation? I don't want to do that.
That's not what I meant. Hey, calm down. Wait a minute. Let's have another honeymoon separately. Think of it as a family trip to show thanks this time, huh?
Don't try to make me do something I have no intention of doing myself, okay? I'm starting to feel uneasy about getting married to you. Before we got married, I was so excited and looking forward to our honeymoon and newlywed life. Now I feel like I'm at rock bottom.
Rock bottom is a bit of an exaggeration. Don't get all bent out of shape over something as trivial as this. It's almost time to board. We're gonna miss the flight. My mom and dad are worried about you.
Thinking I will be stuck with you for the rest of my life, for your parents' reasons, I realized that marrying you was a mistake. I'm going to start the divorce process.
What? Huh? Wait a minute. I'm on my way over there now, so wait for me.
Thank God I figured you out early on. Let's discuss this in full when you get back from your trip.
This can't be. What reason would there be for a divorce?
You don't get it. Why don't you think about what went wrong during the trip?
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.